everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Wow, I'm sitting here and thinking, what am I gonna film today? Not that I don't have a lot of talking about, a lot of things to talk about with yarn and yarn related. I have plenty. That's not it. But I had certain plans earlier in the week. I wanted to do the tutorial. Today was the day that I was going to post the tutorial to make those little circles to the square things with the strawberry stitch on it. The little circle looks like this. I would show it to you, but my granddaughter was here today, which is fabulous, right? She's 8 years old and she's taken an interest in some of Nana's stuff. What I mean by that is when she was here yesterday, we get to watch them. When she was here yesterday, she left with a ball of like a bulky chenille, light pink, and a size K crochet hook because she was taking through some of Nana's stuff. I was kind of astounded that I had the bulky, I'm like, where'd she, she's like, she gives, she has this ball because at least she's been told she has to ask, right? That's a good thing. And she's got this ball of chenille yarn. I'm like, where did you get that? I don't care that she takes it. I mean, it's bulky. Hello, by all means, you can have that. But she's like, it was in your chair, Nana. Huh. What was I doing with that? And just now talking, I think, let's see, do I have any others? It's gotta be like, it's gotta be one of those smaller balls, and I used it for something, or a partial something that sometimes you can get at the dollar store. The Just Chanel that you were able to get, the Premier Just Chanel and the smaller balls you could get at the dollar store. I think that's what it was. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. And she had a size K crochet hook in her hand. That's appropriate too for that yarn. And I said, yeah, baby, you can take the yarn with you and everything. And I said, you're going to take the, and I looked at the crochet hook to make sure what, size wise and everything, and make sure that it wasn't one I was actually using in another project. Not joking. I got to worry about that now. Size K, I don't have a size K that I'm using in a project right now. Sure, you can take the hook. She said, oh, I already have a hook. No, baby, you don't. You don't have one that's large enough for that yarn. What she does have, do I have that kit? The little kit that I did for this critter, this Amazon kit I got, it came with crochet hooks, and it had a 3mm crochet hook in it, a 2mm and a 3, I think. And she took the larger one of that, and I'm like, sure, of course you can take that. So that's what she already had, worsted weight yarn in that at her house. So now she has the K hook. Okay, that's fantastic. Got it. You can have it. Well, I'm sitting here, and the goal was to do the tutorial today. So I'm sitting here and I'm looking, and it was right underneath the camera. I had the square. I mean, you've seen me. I talked about this square, right? It's a circle, right? The circle. I mean, this is gonna be a Triceratops, but it had all the bumps on it, and it was like strawberries. Okay. I had two of them that were just the circles, and the one that I put lavender around to turn into a square. Yeah, it's not here. It's not here. I didn't take it downstairs to get ready to do the video or anything. It's not sitting here. And I looked, she comes in my room and she likes to hang out in here. I don't blame her. I mean, it's the best room. I'm not gonna lie. My window seat that I don't normally show, that's the one. It is a like a princess chair kind of a thing, completely laying out. So she likes to sit there and she'll snuggle with that. And I've got some other yarn over there that wasn't there, and I noticed some other things that weren't opened, and yeah. So yeah, and the tea set's in here. Yeah, there's things, and like, okay, so that kind of threw me off. I'm like, well, guess what? For the tutorial, I'll be making some more. I mean, I was going to have to make some anyway, but I mean, I'm going to have to make some more of those things because I don't know where they're at. For that matter, her and her cousin have come in here when I've done little things like this and everything, and I have like pieces and everything that I haven't used yet. Because yeah, I had to make this thing and sew it on. I had to make that thing and sew it on. The ruffle part was crocheted on. But I mean, not just this, but just little gadgets, especially when I'm making like smaller granny squares or other flower things that I haven't turned into the full square yet. There were things like that I had, and they were over on the window ledge. And then the next thing I know, she's wearing it around her neck. You know, she's made a chain and attached that flower, and that's her new necklace. Well, who am I to say you can't have that? That just means I have to make another piece. You see what I'm getting at, right? So her and her cousin will come in here and they'll do that. And I've got a bag of scraps that it just the ends that are cut off, and they'll take the scissors to that and cut it even farther, or they'll tie that together and make their own things with it. But if something else is left down, you know, like I said, like pieces of this or things, they will incorporate that into their project. So we're working on that of maybe you should ask first, right? Because some things we don't want incorporated into the 8-year-old's projects. Yeah, so I got that going on, and I think that's kind of interesting, right? I'm like, wow, there you go. But I'm not going to squash that because she's interested. She's coming in. She's playing with yarn. She left with a, she made her nice long Chanel chain and then turned it into a circle like that. And she said she was going to make a ghost. I don't know how she's planning on it. I don't know what she's doing. Okay, you do that, baby. You have fun. She's still exploring on how she does her crocheting. She's got the chain stitched down. She twisted a lot. I've worked with her on that, and she's like her mother. She has her own way of doing it, and you know, at least she hasn't told me I do it wrong. Her mom did that. You don't do it right, Mom. That's what she used to tell me. One of us crochets, the other doesn't. Let's put it that way. So I had that going on, and then you know, made dinner earlier and did all that other stuff. Mommy came and picked them up and everything. But before Mommy came to pick them up, my granddaughter comes over and everything. Said, Nana, when is my sweater gonna get done? I don't know, honey. I don't know. I don't know. Did your papa tell you to come over and talk to me? And he comes over. No, but she needs to talk to you if she wants to know when it's going to get done. He's an instigator. He's an instigator. I said, I didn't stick her on you. I mean, she's 8, right? And when I did say that I didn't know, which is an honest answer. It is a 100% honest answer. You know, you can't really tell kids that. Well, you can tell them honest answers, but they want a time. They don't want to, I don't know. They want a time. You're going to have it done before Christmas. You can have it before my birthday. You can have it next week. When are you going to have it now, Nana? Come on. I want my sweater, right? So yeah, I'm getting called out by the 8-year-old. And for those that have not seen the sweater, here is her sweater right here. This is her sweater right here. That is an all over colorwork design. It's the first time I have ever made a large piece, you know, sweater that's all over colorwork. What I'm wearing is colorwork on the yoke, and I did make this. This is the Scandinez pattern. I'll link it in case you're interested in that. So I did make this one and hand knit this and love it, but that's not all over. That's just in the yoke, and that I was very impressed with myself and patting myself on the back because yeah, I did it. So this is hers, and it's color work everywhere, and I love the design. I got this stitch pattern for this out of a cowl. I believe it was a cowl that I was working on. It's a free cowl pattern, and I just took a part of it. I just that little tiny piece, and I like it because it's what I call a balanced design. I don't have large floats anywhere. It's easy, you know, you don't have any like 5 stitches between anything. So the floats are kept to a minimum. And by that, I mean like the inside. See, the inside is just as, you know, it looks cool, right? I don't have long pieces. Got it. And yeah, so I'm up to the neck on hers, which is a little farther than I was last time I showed this. I was not quite this far. I am right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the rest in this pink right here. This is Joanne yarn, go figure, right? I'm using a lot of Joanne's yarn. All right, so that is another discontinued yarn because this is one of those that Joanne has had 2 runs of. So maybe next year they'll have a 3rd run with different colors because they had different colors each year. So this is the Big Twist Party yarn, and I had the 2 colors, and it was you can get it in other people's stashes and things like that, but again, unless they find some in the warehouse and you just have some that was returned or something, you're not going to really find this in the stores anymore because they rotate things out. What is the color of this one? Bubble tea. So I've got bubble tea, and I think this is raspberry jam. Yep, bubble tea and raspberry jam are the colors that I'm using for her sweater. Thankfully, I bought enough. I bought plenty, and I bought a lot of this on its first run. I have a lot of the colors, and on the second run, yeah, I did it. I did it again, and I think it's beautiful. It's good that I have enough of that pink so I can finish off the hood. Okay, so the sweater, it's going to have a hood, right? It's turning into a hoodie. And I am at that point where I'm going to break off. Yeah, right here. Okay, that's where I stopped because I needed to grab different needles for one thing. Yeah. So, yep. So it's going to be here. I've got the back of there, right there. And start just going back and forth to do the neckline. And then shrink it up a little bit more to the neck here. And then start working on the hood, you know, expand out for the hood and everything like that. And decided that that's just going to be all pink to match the cuffs and the bottom. So that's what that is. But yeah, called out by an 8-year-old. And you know what? Everyone else that I've been called out for, you know, Lori from Armchair Chef getting called out with the bulky yarn challenge and everything, and then Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming getting called out for the hooker versus hooker contest, and even Cecilia, and she wasn't really calling me out, but she showed me her cat's meow blanket as more of a hey, you can do it, you know, just push forward, you got this, an encouragement. But when I read it, it was hilarious, right? I didn't take any offense. It was hilarious. All of that is good-natured fun and hilariousness. When you get called out by an 8-year-old, it's not the good-natured fun hilariousness. She wants her sweater, and her papa is not taking my side. I'm just going to throw that out there. I have been thrown to the wolves, right? Everyone else is good-natured and fun. And this 8-year-old, that's not good-natured and fun. That's, yeah. So because her papa laughs every time she calls me out, yeah, this isn't the first time. It's not. I just kind of changed the subject and walk away. Gonna say that. But because he laughs and giggles in such a manner, she finds it humorous. So she's been saying this more often, that, and it's getting colder. Yeah, so I've got that. Yeah, fun times. Oh, I'm gonna change subject. I'm gonna change subject like I changed the subject on her. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. We'll see, we'll see. So I wanted to show something else. This is, I gotta make it. Look at this, I have to make it. I have to make it, right? Here, as much as I'm talking about, you know, the 8-year-old granddaughter, we have another child on the way, another grandbaby, due in May, right? But we have another baby on the way. Do we see how adorable? This is called the Bunny Tail Beanie. Look at that. Do you see how absolutely cute that pattern is? I have to make that. I have to make that a few times. I have to. So this one right here, I am not affiliated in any way, shape, or form. I'll link this down below along with the free pattern code. It is free. This is on Ravelry, and it says the Bunny Tail Beanie is free from now until October 23rd. It's October 23rd. This is what, you know, if you like, watch it right now. Midnight Central Time with the code of MONLAPIN. No clue how to say that, but I will include that on the link because I think this is such an adorable little hat. And then I went out and I looked. There are currently 20 projects, people making said hat. Look at that. So it's turning out nicely, right? And I think that's just, yeah, I know, I've got the ring light away. I think that is really cute for, you know, and it comes in baby, toddler, adult sizes. Great. And it's Aran weight plus lace weight to equal a bulky weight. Yeah, using size 8s and size 10 knitting needles. So it should go fast, right? For all the people who want the fast project, the bulky yarn, the big yarn, the whatever, that's what this calls for. And I'm gonna bite the bullet. I want to make one. I gotta look, yeah. I have to. That's so cute. I have to. Maybe if I make her a bunny rabbit hat, she'll leave me alone about her sweater for a little while longer. Yeah, I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe that. No, she's gonna call me out. Her papa set that in stone. He giggled. He laughed. I'm doomed. I got to finish her sweater. It's true. Yeah. Yeah. I have a few big projects that I'm working on right now. I've got that. I've got her uncle's blanket for Christmas. You know, I've got a few larger projects that I'm working. And yeah, I get it. You don't promise things to kids. I never promised a timeline, but you don't promise things to kids because they will hurt your feelings. My feelings aren't really hurt, but I've definitely been called out. So, but they'll call you out. They will. You know, they'll hold you to task, right? And that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, okay, you know, I don't know. Maybe that's where my little squares are at. They're like held ransom. It's like, oh, Nana wanted to do a tutorial. She doesn't know that, but that was my plan. Yeah, my squares are gone, but my sweater's right here. And she's like, I got a project for you, Nana. Here you go. Yeah. So there's that. I mean, look at that. And it's in the cute little bunny rabbit bag. Speaking, you know, I got the bunny, you know, talking about that with the little bunny rabbit hat. But it's got the cute little bunny rabbit bag. Oh, I don't know. There you have it, kids. What was the TV show years and years ago? Kids say the darnest things. Yes, they do. Right? So there's the fun. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I'm just going to, you know, roll with it, figure out what I'm doing. I don't know. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.